Welcome to day 18 of our January challenge 2019 and our 5th day working through our piece by Ben on Ruff Reggae from his Schnauzer Snippets book. Today is another left-hand focus day, but I've given you 2 lines worth because what happens here is it's a change in pattern, sort of, from what you've been doing and getting so comfortable with. So I wanted to give you the chance to get totally comfortable with the change of that pattern as well. So that's why I'm not giving you any melody line over the top of this bit just yet. But I've given you 2 lines worth because it's almost, one is almost a repetition of the other, and it's just the final bar that's different. So it gives you that feeling. It makes sense for you to repeat 8 bars worth of the left hand, or to work through 8 bars rather than just repeating 4 bars over when actually it's going to change. So it's the reason I say it's a different pattern but then changed it to sort of is because it's kind of like playing the last 3 bars of the previous line's pattern, in as much as you have an A, and then this bar here, which is your second bar for today, this is bar 14, is like the 3rd bar of the previous 2 lines, because we're going straight to the D, we're going to the A, C, D, F, then we're going to the E, which is the 3rd bar of this line, but it's like the 4th bars of the previous lines. So we have the G, B, D, F, and it's a G sharp, remember? And your thumb moves down 1, and then we're back like the beginning of the line. So it's just like a reordering of the 4 bar sequence, so that we only have 1 bar of the A minor chord. We move to a D, to the E, and then back to the A. Okay, so it's not too tricky. But because it's different, I wanted to give you this day to really get comfortable with it. And of course, you can also be reinforcing what you've learnt on the previous days with the melody before tomorrow we get new melody line. So there's 2 lines worth here. So the only change then is at the very last bar, we have the bass A. And instead of just doing the triad that our left hand's been doing, we have the A, B, C and thumb on the E, like the right hand had right back on the first day, if you remember that. And it just goes chord, chord. Now your trick, as ever with all of these, and I haven't mentioned it for a day or 2, is, having done your bass, is to really be applying all 3 notes together at the same time. So if I show you with my right hand, allowing your hand to open up with a lovely high thumb and low fingers, and going boof, all 3 notes at the same time, applied, placed. So if I do it on my right, you can see how mostly just that 3rd bar throwing me slightly, but mostly I'm able to just open up straight with all 4 fingers. I can do it even better with my left hand, which is the one that's been practicing it. So that it doesn't become a tricky shape that I'm going for. It just opens up and it's that triad shape, or it's that pattern there, or it's that pattern there, whichever the pattern is, but seeing it as a block of notes rather than it's the G sharp and then the B and then the D and then the F. So just really practice on that. So even though today's notes aren't particularly new, the ordering's slightly different, and I want you to really pay attention to how well you're doing that placing, because it's having that confidence which is going to allow your left hand to just trickle over while you later in add the top hand. Okay, well done. I'll see you over on the play along video, where I'm just going to get that groove going with that left hand and get it going round a few times for you. Okay, well done.